have Eskute perfected the budget e-bike. This is the M100 for £599. I'm pretty impressed with some of the specs you get for your money. It has a road legal 250 watt motor with 50 Newton meters of torque, a 36 volt 375 watt hour battery, a commendable 35 mile range, and it only weighs 23 kilograms. So in this video we're going to test it out, see what it's like, and talk about these cheaper e-bikes and maybe what you should buy in 2024. You are still getting a workout because 15.5 motor stops working and we are just using now pedal power, going pretty fast, says 18.1 miles an hour, so it's hard work. You're still getting your heart pumping, getting fit. Electric bikes are not just for lazy people, they're just for people that want the extra power. Okay, tired now. Okay, what's it like? A bit off-road. Oh, we're in the cornfields. Suspension is probably one of the cost-cutting aspects of this bike. It's non-brand. It's still working, but I wouldn't say it's soaking up all the bumps that you'd want it to soak up. And that is probably one of the elements where they cut the cost of this bike. You've got mechanical disc brakes instead of hydraulic. You've got the non-brand suspension, and you've got the sort of external body battery rather than the internal battery. Saves a bit of weight probably that way, but you can see where they've cut the costs. Apart from that, it feels pretty good, I've got to say. For the price, I'm impressed. The unboxing experience was perfectly fine as well. It came in the box nicely packaged. You do have to assemble the handlebars, the seat post and the wheels onto the bike, but it's pretty simple. If you've done it before, then you can do it in 20-30 minutes, no problems at all. Comes with all tools as well in the box to get you started. The battery is removable, so you get the keys in the box as well, so you can charge the battery in the house or on the bike in the garage, and you get the charger of course in the box to get this thing charged up. In about 6 to 7 hours you'll get a full charge. So overall the unboxing and assembly experience was fine. You get all the stuff in the box to get it all done with the charger and everything. It worked well, and it took me about 25 minutes, 30 minutes to get it all up and ready to rock. Battery wise, you've got a 375 watt hour battery. It is fully road legal, so it's 250 watt motor on the back. It's like an own brand hub motor, which I've found to be okay so far. Been riding this for a couple of weeks now, and it's been perfectly fine. Like I've mentioned, there is a little bit of a noise to it, but it's not too bad at all. It's doable. So the bike itself has a 35 mile range claimed. Obviously that's dependent on the riding conditions, your weight, and how you ride in the bike. Sort of if you've got it in power mode all the way, you've got it in power mode 5 the whole time, then obviously you're going to burn through the battery a little bit more. But if you're riding it economically, then you'll get 35 miles out of that, which is a good range, good for commuting, decent range for this kind of bike. Another cost-cutting, money-saving thing that this bike has got, it's got a cadence sensor rather than a torque sensor. So basically what that means is you have to pedal around a few times to get the actual cadence moving, the pedals moving round, before we can actually get the motor kicking in. Unlike torque sensors, which just work on torque, basically when you put any pressure on the pedal, the motor kicks in. So you get the torque sensors generally on the more expensive bikes. On this bike, you've got a cadence sensor. It's not a real issue, it's just a bit of a riding style change. So you have to sort of get used to pulling off. You have to rotate a few times before the motor kicks in. Some people prefer cadence motors, so it's just personal preference. But yeah, that's what you've got on this one anyway. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty impressed. I've got this sort of narrow trail at the moment. The brakes are not too bad considering they're only mechanical disc brakes. Oh, don't want to get stung. It's a 27.5 inch wheel, which is nice. It's got that sort of wheel size, which is a little bit bigger than the general 26 inch, but a little bit smaller than your bigger 29ers that you can get as well. But yeah, it's nice. So if you're wondering how I'm getting those bike riding shots, Insta360 X4, this thing is great for this kind of scenario. So if you want to grab one, there'll be a link in the description down below. They are one of my favorite cameras. I take it everywhere, and for these kind of videos, it's perfect. You get a really unique perspective. Kind of, it gives you a good perspective about what this bike is like. Yes, it's not a name brand £5,000 to £10,000 electric bike, but if you're after something just for your daily commute and you don't want to spend an absolute fortune, then Eskute are one of the better, cheaper brands. I've been riding their bikes for about 3 or 4 years now. I've tested a few of their brands. This is our newest iteration, and they've come a long way. There is some jeopardy and some trepidation when you're buying something like this, but you can take it from me. I've been using these for a few years now, and they are decent quality, cheaper brand electric bikes. So what I mean by have I perfected the budget e-bike for £599 at the moment on their website. This is pretty incredible value. You've got a bunch of good features in this for a good price, and there's a lot of people out there that, you know, are a little bit snobbish about stuff when it comes to electric bikes. This is an e-pack bike. It is road legal in the EU and the UK, so it's not breaking any laws. It's got some decent kit, and they've done all that for 599 quid. So, you know, if you can't afford, which a lot of people can't, myself included, you can't afford a £5,000, £6,000, £7,000 electric bike to, you know, keep up with the Joneses, then this is gonna do the job for you. As regards to build quality, yes, it's a cheaper e-bike brand, but they have been going a while now. I've been reviewing their bikes now, like I said, for about 3 or 4 years, and I've had no issues with them over that period of time. As regards to longevity, if you're riding this thing every day, of course, it may not last as long as the big, expensive own brand bikes. But, you know, buying a £6,000, £7,000 bike doesn't always guarantee reliability either. And even if this thing lasts you 3 years of commuting to work every day and back, then for £599, maybe that's a pretty good deal. So don't be caught up in the snobbery. Yes, it's a cheaper brand bike with some cheaper components, but this, for somebody who just wants to buy a cheaper bike for commuting to work and, you know, using on the odd canal path, then this is a decent option. So that's it for this video. If you do want to grab one of the Eskute, there is an affiliate link in the description down below. Hopefully I can get a discount code for you, but this video is not sponsored. This is my just genuine opinion about using this bike for a few weeks and riding Eskute bikes for a few years now. But if you like this kind of content, make sure you check out this one over here. And if you like anything else, like tech-wise, check out this playlist. And I appreciate it if you do subscribe to the channel. It really does help, and you get notified every time I upload a new video. We've got some really cool tech coming soon. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.